Well, hello and welcome to Jamie TV, 100% live with absolutely, utterly no plan whatsoever. I basically, I'm away next week, right? We're going on holiday, and I've not had a chance to stream this week because I have been trying to just get everything finished that needed doing. Um, like tying up all the loose ends, getting all the jobs done. So I've not had a chance to stream this week, and I've missed it. I've missed everyone. So I thought I've just got done doing everything, so I'll do a stream, but I've no plan, right? So we'll just make some music and see if we can have a laugh and make a few interesting sounds. Oh, hi, Joe. Thanks for joining me. I have one person in the chat. It says two, but I think the other one is probably me because I'm monitoring the chat on my old iPad. So that's probably me there. So, hi, Joe. Thanks for joining me. Hope that you're well. How's Doug? And what's Doug streaming about tonight? Hey, dude. Thanks for being here, young man. Now then. An absolutely phenomenal bass player just joined the chat. Thanks for joining us, dude. Okay, so I think I'm going to make a start by having a arse around with a synth bass because oh, don't be so modest, sir. Is the volume okay on my voice? It looks like it's okay here. I've just kind of got everything up and running last minute, so I hope everything's going to be okay. This evening at 8 p.m, Doug will be doing 8 p.m. UK time, that is. After this, hey Alan, thanks for being here. So yes, this evening Doug will be streaming about a new pack for Pure Synth. Right, cool. I got Pure Synth the other day because they made it like it's free to download. Look at me, I've not even brushed my hair. I look a right state. So they made it free to download, but there's lots of in-app purchases to get more of the sounds. So I've only got the free version so far, and I think it's great. I'm actually really enjoying it. So yes, let's start off with a synthy bass type thing, because this week I've been doing loads and loads of bass and guitar stuff, so I just feel like messing around with some electronic stuff. So at least I'm wearing clothes. Well, yeah. I would not want to torture with a naked Jamie on the screen. Okay, so a synth bass. Name a synth bass. You guys just get involved with what's going on here. Name a synth bass that you like, and if I have it, we'll open it up and we'll make some noise. I shall get prepared here. I'll start a MIDI channel, and I'm using Cubase 3 because it's the DAW I use most. So without a plan, I kind of, it's kind of my go-to. It's the one I know best. I want to make this channel purple because basses are purple. Name a synth bass. Come on. Tell me which one you want me to use. I'll go to my list of AV3s. The advantage of not being on screen does Doug sometimes stream naked? Because you better be careful with that, because the iPad is a bugger for reflections. I just today put a bass demo on YouTube. It's kind of just gone live. That's kind of one of the things I've been trying to get finished off, and I noticed that when I was watching it back, because it's not my bass, it's a demo bass that they've sent me, right? And it's a gloss finish, so it's nice and shiny. It's brand new, and I noticed that in the reflection you could see what was on my computer screen. So it's a good job there was nothing naughty on my computer screen. Agonizer, yes. Okay, good shout. Right, let's open Agonizer. And we'll arm that track. And probably the first thing I should do is go to my mixer and just pull down the volume a little bit. Agonizer can be a little bit on the loud side. Okay, and I have a volume over here on my desk I can adjust as well. So, right. The only thing I did do prior to the stream was I moved my left hand marker over here so that I've left 10 bars at the beginning of the track. I always do this just in case the intro becomes not the intro, in case I have a great idea for something that should become before the first bit later on. It's just easier than moving everything across. So yeah, Doug wants to be careful with if he's streaming naked reflections in the screen. Okay, right, so we'll go to here and let's have a metronome, shall we? How loud's the metronome going to be? Why is it not playing? It isn't playing. Why is that? That's never happened to me before. Here's me being like, constantly promoting Cubasis 3 and banging on about how great it is, and it's not playing for me. Let's just restart Cubasis 3, shall we? Nothing's better than live, is it? Okay, so I'll put a loop on. Let's just kind of in fact, no, let's change the sound. Let's get a different sound. We'll just go with, have a little browse of some, should we go with let's have a look through some creamy basses. Ooh. Fancy something a bit, like I could play a bit of a groovy line with. Oh! Something like that, something a bit groovy. Right, let's just, don't twat that camera, you stupid hippie. Right, let's just turn up the volume a little bit here. Hey Sam, yeah, I planned to have no plan. I had no time for a plan, so the plan is just, let's make it up as we go along. So far, Sam, we have Agonizer and a metronome. Something like that. Let's just do something. Take loop off. That always screws me up when I'm recording. Now, I'm a very broad-shouldered hippie, right? So if you think that what I'm playing is crap, please, by all means, type in the chat, hippie, that's crap. And I will not be upset, because I probably think it's crap as well. Right, now, there's something about this sound, it's not got the kind of the kick on the front end. It's a bit of a slow, yes, actually, that's a good idea, Sam. Yes, Hammerhead might be a good shout. Okay, let's change the sound. I'm not feeling the front end of that. I could pissy pants around with it, but I've not got a lot of time and I've got no plan, right? So let's just try a couple of other sounds. We could do with Jakob being here to tell us which sound to use. I'm turning into Dean. I love the way that Dean grooves around to the music he's making. He just he gets right into it. I like that sound. It's not what I want, but I like it. I wish I could be a bit more like that. awesome. You know what? Oh, now then, there we are. That'll work. Right, I'll tell you what, let's just go here and this MIDI is probably far too desperately bad to quantize. Let's just see. Let's see how bad that's made it. As I suspected. Yes, nobody typed hippie, that's crap. But you know what, that's crap. Right, okay, so let's just try and I'll tell you what, I'm just going to record that again. It's crap. Oh, now then, hang on a minute. How terrible is it this time? Let's have a look. Well, it looks better. It looks better. Let's see now. Let's quantize it, and let's quantize the ends as well. I suspect that with this sound, the note length yeah, the note length is a problem. Yeah, the quantizer's not really helped me out an awful lot. Right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, not press that. We're going to go back to, don't press that one either. I'm going to go back to that sound. It was, I think in my head, really it was nearer to what I wanted. I think it's this one. Right, okay, so it's nearly right there. Right, that one's early. There could be a longer note there. Yeah, and that one too. Let's make that a longer note. Okay, right. And then I'm going to double that up and paste it across here and maybe change the end of it. What's hilarious? Okay. As long as you're amused, that's fine. I don't care. If you're laughing at me, that's cool. Right, I just want to change the end a little bit on this one. Okay. I'm going to move this up. Yeah, one note will do it. All right, so let's, at Sam's request, let's open up Hammerhead. I'm going to make this track red because drums are red. Okay, and I'm not going to piss pants about here. I'm going to go straight to load preset, and I'm going to load up the Lin template because I like the Lin template and we don't have time to tits about. So, Sam, are you in danger of falling asleep or something, man? Oh, you're on medication for pollen allergy. Yeah, my daughter has that. Yeah. Okay, well, try not to fall asleep. I'll tell you what, I'll try to be so stupid and incompetent that you're so busy laughing at me, you don't fall asleep on me, okay? So I'm going to set this to 1 bar and just get some drums going for 1 bar. And then we'll see if we've got one good bar, we'll see if we can kind of, copy across and adjust it slightly and make more than 1 bar that doesn't suck terribly. So the way I want to do this is I'm gonna create my MIDI part first. Then I'm gonna go into it, and then actually no, I need to arm my track. Unarm agonizer, arm hammerhead, and go into here, and then let's find where the oh yeah, where's that? Where are all the sounds? I could do it on here. There we are. Let's just change this view on here. There we are. Okay. Right, okay, so where was that? There. You know what? 4 on the floor sounds good. I like that. Okay. Now let me just check what sounds I have here. Right, okay, that's there. So it's a bit obvious, but you know what? It works. It works. Let's copy that across and just see if it works a second time. think I need to move that kick there. Right, and then I want a little hi-hat thing. I want something up here. I think that's going to be wrong. There. Right, and want some on the end there. Oh, maybe we should swap the snares for claps actually. And maybe a double clap there instead of that. And then right, okay, so we've got something resembling something. Nobody's typed hippie, it's crap, so you know, it's all good so far. Right, and then let's just throw that over here. Right, okay, and then instead of hats there, I want something more. Don't know what, but something more. Oh, I've got select on. Duh. Right, what sounds have I got? Oh, it's gonna have to be a tom. So we'll select these and move them down to tom. You know what? I'm going to make that clapper tom as well. I'm going to delete that one. Okay, right, yeah, it's all a bit obvious, you know, but like, but it's fun. I like it. Right, okay, we've got something. We've got 8 bars of average, in my opinion. 8 grand, thanks for being here. Nice to see you, dude. You know what? Those bass notes that are a bit short there are annoying me. I'm gonna yeah, let's just lengthen those shorty bass notes and not that one. Okay. I think that might improve matters somewhat. Actually, I need to do that over here too. Right, okay, so people of the chat. Hey, Russ is here, dude, and Doug's here. Thank you for all joining me to see me make a bit of a fool of myself with no plan. It's been fun so far. The music isn't good, but I'm enjoying myself. It's nice to have people here. Okay, so far we have this. Now start telling me in the chat what other sounds should I put with this? Some synth or something. I'll put a pad over the top or something like that. Name an app. Welcome back, Alan. Welcome back to Decidedly Average Sounds with Jamie. Okay, notice how that one note, that one note being different, we've got 4 bars of bass here, and then an identical 4 bars of bass here with one note changed, and just that one note changing actually makes all the difference. It kind of completes that question answer phrasing thing, you know. One note. It's all about the notage. It sounds a bit Axel F. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but you know what? I'm going to take it as one because I'm in a good mood. I'm going on holiday tomorrow. That's why I'm streaming now, because I'll have no other chance to do it. So, how about Synthmaster 1? Okay, right. The problem I have with Synthmaster 1 is there are so many sounds in it. I can never find one because there's so many great sounds. I can never decide. Is there a sound in Synthmaster 1 that you think would be the daddy for this? Well, that was a silly. Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't want that. No, that's not what I'm up to. No, stop that. Okay. Why is it doing that? It weren't my fault at all. It's adding a multi-output instance of Hammerhead when I'm just trying to add a MIDI track. Why is it doing that? That's really annoying. Yeah, it's upsetting, quite frankly. Right, go away. I'm going to restart Cubasis 3. Something weird's happening. I don't want that. Doug knows them better than you. Yeah, I don't know. Because I use synths, but I'm not really a synth guy, so it's doing it again. Why is it doing that? That's just so annoying, right? And I just don't. And it's not letting me choose an instrument. Right, I have an idea. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say no instrument there, and then here. Right, I'm going to delete that one. Then I'm going to add a new track. And here, I'm going to go and add. I'm going to keep pressing that button because I'm confused and I'm talking at the same time, and there's no hope for me, really. Synthmaster. Synthmaster 1. Okay, we'll come back to that in a moment after I've relaunched Hammerhead. Has anyone else in the chat noticed that sort of odd behaviour in Cubasis 3 before? Any issues with Hammerhead? Yeah, there are still some funny little bugs, Sam, you know, but you know, it's still, for me, it's the best option door-wise in on iOS. Right, so I've got Hammerhead open again, and I'm going to load up the Lindrum again. Let's just play it and make sure. Okay, so it's working. Right. It's Cubasis and multi-out AV3 Steinberg things that everyone's using multi-out AV3 always want to add a multi-track for it. Yeah, there is a thing with that, Samuel. I've not noticed this particular exact bug before, but I have spoken with Lars about AV3s with multi-output buses and some of the issues there. The main one for me being that now, if you have your multi-core processing activated, which actually I don't because I was using multibus earlier, I'm going to put it back on now. if you have multi-core processing activated, it makes everything like a million times better. But then when you open a multi-bus out instrument, it's actually making everything worse. It really struggles. So that would be a good plan. That would be a great plan, actually, Sam. Yes. A sound called Orbit in Synthmaster 1. Okay, let's do that. Not use Synthmaster 1 for, like, beards, man. Preset Orbit. There's one here. Oh, I've not armed that track. I do know what I'm doing, honest. Well, that's nice. Is that the one, Doug? I mean, it sounds so good. I don't even know. I only need to know one chord. It sounds brilliant. Oh. Or if I play it softer. Oh. All right. Okay, I like that. Just call me one chord Jamie. I know one chord. And it sounds great. Okay, now synths are green, so let's just change the colour of this. Okay. Play a melody. Oh, Doug, man, honestly. I wanted something for a chord. Okay, well, all right then. Okay. I said I didn't mind if I made mistakes and looked like a twat. Can it be a one-note melody? I can't make a mistake then. Arpeggiated melodies. Ooh. That's a nice idea. All right, do I use the... Actually, I've got an idea now. I've got an idea. Right. Okay, so let's just put that in, right? Let's just do that. See what it sounds like with just holding one chord with this awesome sound. It sounds great and it's easy. I like that. Okay. Now let's just do this and let's quantize this and quantize the... Oh, we have quantized the ends, right? So, and I want these... I held this on for too long. I want these to stop after 3 bars. I like that thing that it does when you let go of the chord and it just carries on a bit. I like that. Technical words. You're having a meet-up, Russ. That's cool. That's cool. I like his stuff on YouTube. I've not... has he not been doing so much recently, though? Because I've not seen anything recently. But yeah, that's really awesome. You know what? Of all the people that join the chat, that watch my videos and stuff like that, I don't think I've ever met any of them. I mean, you know... Doug, for instance, Doug and Joe are, we're all in the UK, but it's a fair old trek. And the cost of fuel at the moment, we can barely afford to go to Skeggy this week. Okay, right. So now I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna add another instrument. I didn't want it there. I'm gonna pull it down here. Right now, synths are green, but we've already used green, so I'm gonna use a different green. I wish there was more. I wish there was more color choice. I'm very picky about the colors I use in my digital audio workstations. I have specific colors for things, and the iPad has stopped sharing to the screen. Has anyone else spotted that? Or can you guys... Hang on. No. It has gone. Why is that? I wonder if I can correct that. Just a moment. Right, it's giving me a code. I'm using Reflector to share to the screen. And now everything will go a bit weird in a moment, and I'll just have to correct it. And then I do this. And now I have to change something in... Apologies for this. Slight technical issue. I go to properties up here, which would help if I could see. I need to get some glasses. Okay, that should be back on screen. Let me know if you said something had frozen. Sorry, I wasn't particularly taking any notice of you, Joe. Sorry. Okay, right. So we've got the iPad back, but now we won't have any sound. I have to unplug my internet. Pete Johns told me how to do this. Right, what will happen now is there'll be no sound, and I have to unplug my interface and plug it back in and cross my fingers and turn around 3 times and say Hail Mary, and hopefully it will work. I'm unplugging it now. Say a small prayer. Thank you, Pete Johns. Alright, okay. I'm now going to add another synth, and I'm going to choose this time. I'm going to choose one of my absolute favorites. There we go. There it is. Right, and remember to arm the track even this time. Oh yeah. Right, now I want the one thing, I mean, I absolutely love Tal because it's just a superb emulation of a Juno, and that's just such a cool thing for me, because I love the Juno and it reminds me of being a teenager. But I do find the menu a little bit, well, let's be honest, a little bit pants. Was not the sound I was looking for. I'm not sure this one will work, but I love the sound. You know what? I'm going to put the other chorus on as well. Juno chorus, it's like the best thing ever. See you later, Doug. I shall be watching your stream later on. Yeah, actually, but isn't that the same though, Sam? OBXD, I absolutely adore this. I love that app. It's awesome. So many great presets, but the presets are really hard to navigate, more so inside of some doors than others. Does anyone else find that? Or is it just me? Juno 6, yeah, yeah. Um, Great days, great days. I was young. Alright, okay, right. I like the sound. I can't remember how to use the arpeggiator, but I'm not massively happy with the... Now then, I don't want it to go up that far. Maybe I want it to go up and down. Randomly, I think. That's better. Okay, let's add some reverb. Maybe some sync delay. Alright, let's see if that sounds any good in the track. I mean, it might sound rubbish. And if it does, right, you have to say, that's crap, hippie, right? Oh, Alan, it's just such an absolute joy of an app. It's of all the ones that that I have, and this is one that I bought myself. Is I get a lot of codes now, but I do still buy some myself. This is one of the ones I bought myself, and it's one of the ones I'm most pleased about and use most. I just adore it. Let's just see. Can I play in time? Well, not if I ain't got metronome, I can't. We're on the same octave as that sound. Would it work an octave up? Just pressing things. Don't know what I'm doing. All right. Okay. Consider it done. Yeah. You won't regret it, man, honestly. Sam says KQ Dixie, Model D, tell you no. And it's 80s fever. Yeah, I've done that. Hey, Daniel, thanks for joining us, man. Oh, you like it. Okay. Well, what we're doing, Daniel, is we're playing this game, right? And so if I play something and it's crap, you have to type it in the chat, right? Don't be shy. Just type "that's crap, hippie," and I will not be upset because it probably is. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna make this an A that just holds all the way through these 8 bars. That arpeggio is just filling the spaces. All right. And let's see what we're going to do from there. So I'll do this. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. Right, I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to paste it down here. And then I'm going to go in here and delete these. Let's drag these out. Right to the end, right up to the back wheels, as they say, and then we'll transpose it up an octave, and that should be what I wanted. Now I'm going to let that play and just mix it a bit so it doesn't sound quite so crap. I just realised while I'm panning these drums, whilst panning these drums, I've got my headphones on the wrong way round. And they've really messed up my hair. That's really throwing me. Right, okay, I'm going to put some reverb on these drums. Shout out a reverb. What reverb shall I put on the drums? Tell me while I just switch around my headphones. I am, by the way, wearing the crappiest headphones in the universe. These are Altais, and they are at least, how old's my daughter? They're at least, there must be at least 12, 13 years old. And they're just some that I just picked up because they were like super cheap, just to have a spare set. And my Floyd Rose audio headphones have finally given up the ghost. But to be honest, they sounded fabulous, but they were just not well made. It was this bit here. It was, as you can see, this side's all held together with actually, let me just switch this. Held together with a rubber band, and this cable, which is detachable, is bust, because for some reason they put one of those, you know, those things that you have on your Apple headphones that's got a little microphone in it. They put one of those in it. God knows why. These are quite expensive headphones. Great for mixing and stuff, but and I'm an endorsee, and I sent Floyd Rose a message to tell them of my bad experience with the headphones, and their response was, after 2 weeks, was to not respond. So yeah, so don't buy any of them, and I shall be taking Floyd Rose off of my list of endorsement things. Anyway, what was I doing? I was doing this. I've made 8 bars that don't entirely suck. I suppose that's not too bad for no plan. Right. Did anyone shout out a reverb? I told you to shout out a reverb and to tell me if I'm crap. Let's see now. We need a reverb. Let's just... You think it sounds great, Joe? I love you, Joe. Audio kit rack reverb. That's an awesome idea. Right, yeah. Rack reverb is on my list of apps that are free that shouldn't be. Right, rack reverb is a very simple reverb, but it does have the most important control a reverb should have, which is a low cut. Well, I know what you're saying there, Sam, but let's take the AR909 for instance. It's very cheap and it isn't perfect, I know, but that kick drum sounds awesome. It might not play quite in time, but you know, you can correct it. Yes, it does. Well, it's called realism, Sam. That's what it is. Because the 909, it was not. Hang on a minute. I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, I prefer 909, Sam. Notice how that reverb's just softened those drums nicely in the mix. Now, obviously, if I was making a proper track out of this, I would always have all my drums on a separate track, and I would do their reverb levels and all their effects levels entirely separately. But just for thrown together thing, that sounds quite nice, and it really softens up the Lindrum, which is quite a hard sound. It's kind of why it works. Softens it up kind of in the mix, and you can make them a bit louder. Loud drums is always good. Now, I'm going away next week, and so I won't be streaming next week, but when I come back, I've got some plans for the streams that I'm going to do. I'm not entirely sure about the times as yet. It's really awkward for me, but one of the things I want to do is a Drambo thing, and I kind of think I'm going to do the Drambo thing as kind of like learn with the Drambo noob, because I have played around with it, I've done stuff with it, but I've not kind of mastered it. It's something I've just never really had the time to dive into as far as I want to with it. So as I learn it step by step, I'm going to do that in the stream, and there's lots of other stuff, and there's a little bit of desktop stuff that I want to squeeze in there as well. So when is the next Drambo update due, Sam? You are the man who knows these things. Have we got time to throw a quick melody thing over this? I've done 8 bars. You know, in a Doug stream, he'll do an entire track. But I'm not Doug. And this really was more than anything just to catch up with everyone before I go away, to be honest. Right, so what about we throw on one more EV3 and nearing release? Oh, no date yet. Okay, right. All right, well, I'm going to keep an eye on that, bear that in mind. Something I don't use enough, Magellan 2, which is awesome and has millions of presets, and that means that I should be able to just get a lead sound if I had remembered to arm my track like not a stupid hippie. Oh, that sounded like something. What tune is that? That's a tune. I better not do it anymore, because whatever it is, I might get cancelled. I'll get a copyright thing. Why is that colour? Oh, I know why that's like. That's the wrong colour. I've got to change that. It's upsetting me. Right, Magellan 2. In in the adventurous key of A minor. Nice little magic note. Kingston Town. Shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. I can't be doing any copyright claims. Oh yeah, and the other thing that I'm going to do, right? Jade and Pete, with much encouragement actually also from Patrick and Vortex, have kind of been giving me a bit of a shove to do some acoustic performances on YouTube, and I've not done performing acoustic live streaming since the very beginning of lockdown, which I did on Facebook. So I'm going to do that. So when I get back from my holiday, I'm gonna start preparing to do that. So that's another thing I'm going to be doing, in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna sort of throw a few of my own songs in there and some fun covers. All right, so listen, I've achieved 8 bars of averageness. Thank you for bearing with me, and thank you ever so much for joining me. The small bass, yes, the VS4, Sam. Yeah, thank you for watching it. And if anyone in the chat hasn't seen my new video, it is a bass demo, which you might not be massively interested in, but all the music and the amp sims and everything is all done on iOS, in Cubase 3 and AUM. Every sound is an iOS sound apart from the bass itself, so please check it out. And if you don't like it, then please pretend you do and give me a thumb up and make me smile. All right, so thanks for joining me today. I will see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves and be good people, and try not... Hi Stephen. Bye Stephen. And don't be spants about. See you later.